Oh, okay. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome. Oh, what a small, beautiful group we are tonight. I mean, today. Please feel free. If there's anything you like to share, if there's anything to speak about, to explore. And, you know, nothing needs to happen. Very nice to see you, Glenn. Bettina. Good morning.
Good evening. would like to speak a little bit.
Wonderful.
Yes. If I can, I try it. It's about the issue Corona. It's a really, yeah. It's doing a lot in the system.
Yeah, letting it shiver. It's so nice to do that together. You know, Bettina. So nice. Letting it do its thing. It's shivering everywhere, actually. Nobody really knows what to do, and whoa, and then there's that pushing and pulling in all directions, and yeses and nos, and fear and despair, and right and wrong, and shoo.
Yes. And at the moment my son walks in the kitchen, it's about, yes, and it's with the children, with the family, it's all, also keine Ahnung, wie damit umzugehen. With different meanings and not possible to speak really.
No. Yeah. It's actually, you know, I know it feels terrible, but at the same time, it's actually wonderful to see how it all works since forever already. You know, when there's a subject that has such a big effect on everybody, right in our face, right here. Ooh, you can see how the mind wants to figure out what to do, and it wants to be right. Then it falls into helplessness and powerlessness, and then it doesn't want to do anything, and then it starts all over again. Yeah. So let's just see if we can come home again. Yeah. That's our mission, huh? Again and again. Oh, here, wherever here is, wherever it is, but that space, that place where it can take a deep breath, where it knows that all is well, only always. Yeah. Oh, so nice. And it's shaking itself free through everywhere where it had to hold. Oh, yeah. You're doing it again for all of us. We all have our job, huh?
Seems like this, yeah.
Yeah, it seems like, yeah. It seems, exactly. Yeah. And then from home, we can have a look. Oh, it shows us. It's funny, we don't even have to have a look. It shows us.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's no right or wrong. There's nothing or nobody that knows anything really, but it comes more into a flow, doesn't it? Then it's okay, it goes here, then it goes there.
Yes. And it feels like difficult to be at home. There's such a lot of pulling and.
Yep. Oh, tell us about it, Bettina. We all know. That's why we meet again and again. And, you know, I'm also just repeating myself. I think every session is the same, isn't it?
Yes.
In a way, it's the same. And in a way, it's always different.
And this really relaxation or really be in peace oder wie auch immer. it's with, I've noticed that not the time, never really been peace, never. Just in this moment here with you.
Yeah, I understand. And, Bettina, that which is noticing it all. Yeah. Just stay with that. That's not affected, ever. Yeah.
Exactly. Yes, I know.
Yeah, see, I know you know.
but it's hidden most of the time.
You know, some people say, you know, have to have one time only experienced or seen or noticed is actually enough.
It's, yes.
There's something
yes.
that knows.
Yes, that's really now, and now I can see that.
Yeah.
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 Now you can see it. That's it. Yeah. Yeah. And enjoy. Yeah. Just stay here. And all the buts we all know. Definitely. So I'm not dismissing them. I'm not. But just to be clear, right here, right now, let them be there. Yeah. Right here, right now, you know, I know, or we know, it knows itself. More than ever. That's all we've got. Nobody has more. At least as I can see. You know, don't believe me, but that's how it looks from here. It's grace to have this moment of meeting.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And both ways, Bettina. It's always both ways. It's every way. It's actually every direction. But it seems we speak. Mm. Then you can see every little bud is knocking on the door. Oh, come on here, one by one. There's space in our heart for each one. Gosh, and it's just such a warm flow going through the center of my body. You feel that too? Doesn't take much, doesn't take long.
With your help.
Yeah, you can say it like that. It was in this field, let's say it like that. Yes, yeah. I mean, I'm the facilitator, you know, that's what life wants me to do. But it also doesn't, you know, it has everything to do with me and it has nothing to do with me. Same with you. It has everything to do with me. Yeah, just to make that clear. It's not a one person thing. No. It's just the field provides us to come out of that one person thing into the big one person thing.
And there's another voice coming, but we have to have an interest or something have to be there that we can arrive here.
Yeah, what is that, huh? Yeah, what is that? Where does it come from? To whom does it belong? Yeah. And it's just, I love that you speak that. It's like I fall onto my knees.
Yes.
then it's like, wow, blessed, 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 blessed. Wow. Wherever it's coming from. Wow, wow, wow. Oh, such a sweet shiver inside, and warm and shivering and oh, naked and vulnerable and naked. Oh, sweet kind of tears coming, but these sweet tears. Mm. Mm. Tears of gratitude here. Yeah. See, there you can see, same. And what I love, from here now, I can see there's so much to go for the system to come to peace. But I also know maybe we can just address it, that Corona thing. From here, Bettina. Yeah.
It's very strong pulling away from home. This.
I know. Yes. It's a puller. Oh yes, it's definitely. I mean, you can see the whole world is involved. Same subject everywhere. Whew. People are in lockdowns and, it's just, again and again.
Now they have in Germany this Gesetz,
law.
Yeah, law for children and Jugendliche, warum fällt es mir nicht ein?
Teenagers.
Teenagers get the vaccination, can get the vaccination now. And yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, it's okay and it's not okay.
It's not okay, no.
Yeah, so that it's okay if it's not okay. Yeah. See, that's the thing. It doesn't mean when we are at home that we don't care. Yeah. What I can see is when we are not at home, it goes directly into a split. Then it goes into right and wrong. Even, in our families, one partner wants the vaccine, the other doesn't, just all these little. So the fight comes when we are not at home. Because when we're at home, I'm breathing through and I don't close my eyes. I see. I know that there's no right or wrong. I know that life does what it does. And I know
that I can really see that there is right and wrong in the system.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. It's wonderful.
Fun.
So now,
Sorry.
there's no problem at all. I like it. You do that for all of us. You know how many tears are being held back in each one? Yeah, it's your job, Bettina. Yeah. So you see that, and if possible, focus on that which is seeing. Yeah, there. So cool. Yeah. I just have to say it, and your system does it, or whatever you are. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it loves
Immediately.
most.
Absolutely. Yeah. And like you said, the pull is strong. Yeah. For all of us. That's the worn out pathway we've gone for centuries. There's always been somebody who's been trying to be in power, and the slaves and then the kings and emperors and dictators and and somehow most of the people are always following, and something sees it. Again, you can go into right or wrong. That's just how it's been since a long, long time. Some people always stepped out, didn't want to be with that. It seems like us. Oh, we're still here, but some people go into the bushes or into the cave or monastery, or, finding their way out. And always, it doesn't look new to me. And then you see where you find yourself. Can I be at peace here? Can I be at peace here?
Yes, the most difficult is that my children got the vaccine, and when it is in the body, then it's really heavy.
Yeah, who knows, They all grew up with the screens, For a while that was a subject. Oh, there's like, whoa, look how we grew up. And then now the babies watch movies on the screen, Yeah. Oh, there's so many subjects. So many. It seems like it's Corona now and it's the vaccine, and you don't know what their journey is. You don't know. We don't know what the journey of humankind is even. Maybe it's time for the species to just go like the dinosaurs. Who knows? Life doesn't care. Yeah, life doesn't care. It's like coming and going constantly. And we are so lucky we know that there's something that can't be touched. So to be reminded like that is again and again and again and again to come to peace.
Yeah, that's all we have.
And in spite of what our children do, what our parents do, what our brothers and sisters, our neighbors, our best friends, our partners. Yeah. And we can cry, we can scream, we can do all of it.
Doesn't help anything.
Yeah. That's just so radically asking us now.
Stay here.
Yes. What's our interest? What's our interest? Yeah. For all of us. So blessings to you, children. Blessings, blessings, blessings. May they be at peace. And the neighbors too.
They are.
Everyone.
Really. They are. They tell me they are in peace. I am the activator here. knows?
Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows? Who knows? There's so many opinions right now. I mean, also nothing new in a way. It seems life-threatening. And with luck, you know, when our last breath comes, with luck we are at peace.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's nice when it gets quieter.
Really.
Again, oh man, so lucky.
Grateful that I'm here
Yeah.
with you all.
Yeah. Yeah.
Really.
Me too. Me too. All is well.
Yes.
You know.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Mm.
Thank you, everyone.
Yeah. Dirk. I think you have to unmute yourself.
Yeah.
Ah, you did. Hello.
I don't
Hey,
have
my.
spectacles on, so I can't see on the screen.
Say again. You can see me or not?
Spectacles, so I can't
Ah,
see it on the screen.
I'm here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Problem of getting old.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. What I want to bring in, and maybe the others recognize it, and maybe you too, is the moment when I'm in contact with people or with subjects, the awareness in the system is gone. There's a kind of a dissociation. Yeah. And talking starts. thinking starts, discussing starts, all things of the mind. But what I see and what I feel for me, it is a kind of, at that moment, a kind of unpleasantness, a kind of way of the body. For what reason, then? There are thoughts that I have to be polite. There are thoughts that I have to please. I have thoughts that I have to save the conversation. I have to all kind of a big saver, Amy.
No.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But really at the moment it starts, in a split second, then I come in the other world of meaning, opinions, and it seems like there's no way, not an easy way to go back. There is a way to go away and to take rest, but then there is a first thing that I have to do is to unwind all the thoughts about myself and misjudgment about myself. And, yeah.
Yeah, all part of it. And it's on automatic. Huh?
Oh yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I see that my nervous system is really important in that. It doesn't feel that starts working, and the adrenaline and all kinds of chemicals are streaming in my body, and
Yeah.
yeah.
All on automatic.
Yeah.
All on automatic. All happens just in a split second.
Yeah.
Like a domino chain reaction. Huh? You click one domino, there it goes.
Yeah.
Ongoing. We like watching it.
And the domino is
Yeah, the
not so
domino, yeah.
fast. But if you go to a strip, then it goes really fast. Yeah. Yeah.
Very, very
Pictures,
fast. Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's fascinating.
Yeah.
It's actually fascinating. And then, I mean, there is something, that sees all of that. Otherwise, you would not be able to speak it.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I mean, how wonderful is that?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a start, isn't it?
It is, yeah. That when I experience when I go to lay down for an hour, 2 hours or so, my body is coming to rest and the thoughts are coming to rest, and
yeah,
then there is no more drive to be nice, drive to be polite, and
yeah. Then there's just laughter.
yeah, just peace and quietness. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. But when someone asks me, "Are you not alone at that moment?" and then the chance is that the thinking is arising again. I think, "Oh, gee, I'm so alone, and I'm so so
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, yeah,
yeah. I'm pretty sure you started the conversation with maybe the others will recognize this. This is
yeah,
how it works, huh? This is how
yeah,
it goes everywhere. Yes.
yeah,
Yeah. And then, I mean, again, just the grace that there's also something that sees very clearly. And that's, then relaxation happens, and it starts all over again.
yeah,
It's just quite often that there's also nothing new what I'm saying, but it just comes again, that we get caught up with thinking that is who we are, isn't it? It's just also, it comes in that instance. Huh? It's like, I am polite, I am pleasing, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I'm.
Yeah.
And there is that idea that that is who and what we are. It's out of the blue, out of the blue.
Too.
It's like- and it's
Yeah,
a
the
joke,
image.
isn't it?
Yeah, the image
Yeah.
I have is that I'm swinging in the ocean and a lot of hooks hanging there all over the place because there are a lot of fishermen. And one hook is better and nicer and have more attraction than the other. But when I get one, then I'm hooked. And then I'm hooked in out meaning about Corona. Oh, hooked about I'm alone and I'm
exactly. Yeah. And there are so many hooks, so many fishermen.
yeah. And then I find out that the hooks are just imaginary. So
Isn't that
when
amazing?
when I leave it, then I know, okay, this was just an
It was
image.
just another dream, huh? Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
dream,
an
yeah.
image.
Yeah. Yeah. There's no hook and there's no fisherman and
No, there's no me, there's no you.
no, there's the ocean. Oh, yeah.
Gosh.
Yeah, it's nice to
Gosh,
speak without. Yeah.
how lucky are we? How lucky are we that we can have this conversation?
Yes.
Wow. So happy to hear you speak this. Phew.
But it's of course so stupid when I'm really late, of course, with my partner, and he's there too when there are old people, and then I'm talking and talking about insurance, about politics, about Corona, about the newspaper, whatever. The mouth
Yeah.
is up, and one thought is coming in. Oh yeah, oh yeah, and she sits there and she thinks, "Oh, Dirk, please stop." So we try to make a coat that she's wearing her hair or so that I could see, oh, I have to stop.
That's very cute. Yeah.
But at that moment, I don't want to see that she's curling her hair. So full
Exactly.
focus.
I love it. That's what it does. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not even us, huh? It's like it's just doing that. No, I need to go, I need to do it, I need to.
Fighting, yeah.
Fighting,
Yeah.
yeah, being somebody.
Yeah. And then afterwards, it's not, of course, but to come together, it takes hours and hours and hours. But it goes much better because, I'm aware of the whole thing and she's aware. But the problem, Mike, is to go away, to stand up and say, okay, this was enough for me. This clear, thank you. But then I have to leave my children. I have to leave whoever.
It's just an idea, Dirk. It's also just an idea. You don't have to do anything.
No, and I know I spoke it out to my children and they know, and they said, well, if you go away, then it's okay, we are still loving you and there's no problem at all. But in me, there's still thought, I have to stay. Because when I'm not staying,
What does staying mean for you? I'm curious. What does that mean?
That I'm still here.
Yeah, where else would you be?
Yeah, I was maybe I was clutching a lot of time, and when the things were boring or when it was too much for me, then I went away a lot of times. So between that's the trauma that I always was running away, and to stay sitting is a kind of freezing. Then the whole system is be freezed and. And I'm laughing, I'm talking about everything, I'm there, but I'm not there at all. Yeah. I'm surviving. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, how lucky is that? The system whatever the system is, found a way to survive those situations.
Oh,
And
yeah.
you see it. And
Yeah.
you see it. So can you be grateful for that?
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you know
Yeah.
that wanting to change and fix, we know what that does. Yeah. That keeps it looping. Huh? So, you know, maybe just when you see that that is what's happening, or maybe we can do that together, because I know when it feels like that we're alone, it's very difficult to do that. But maybe we can together. It's like the system found a way to survive these unbearable situations.
That's true. Yeah.
Hallelujah.
Yeah.
Otherwise, Dirk would not be here. So whenever
That's
that
true.
happens,
Yeah.
yeah, so whenever that happens, that it, whatever it does, you know, because it's not in your hands, isn't it? It's not in your hands.
No.
You would not do that if it was up to you. You wouldn't.
Yeah, there was no other way to stay
There
sitting
was
there.
no other way.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So maybe for the first time we can do that together, because we all know that. I know that in my own experience, and everyone knows it. Maybe we can for one moment honor that mechanism that just goes away when it's unbearable. And it can still, it's an automatic, it still can do the blah blah and laugh and everything. And afterwards it says, what the heck was that? It might, you know.
Yeah.
And then again, it was unbearable and it didn't know what else to do. It's okay. It's okay. You did amazing. You did amazing.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you would not have survived it. Yeah.
But it's so strange that one way or another way, there is a kind of attraction to when there is a room and a lot of people, then I choose the seat where it is most difficult to go away. In the center of the, yeah. And
I
not on the
totally get
sides.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I totally get it. And let's just have a look again. Who
Yeah.
is it that is choosing, Dirk?
Yeah, it's not this yeah.
What is it? What is it that is choosing?
Yeah, to get
I like that
attention.
breath.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. What is it that is choosing? Sitting here, standing there, taking this, taking that. Where does that come from? How does it wire itself?
Yeah, it is what I see and what I feel is I want to go in the fight. I want to go in the heat. I want to go in the storm.
Yeah.
Then the underline is streaming, and I did it with my grandfather and my uncle with the opinions, and I choose that side, not with weapons. Then I could be hurt, and it was painful. I didn't like it. I did it with talking, with the discussion, yeah, to fight and for my rights and.
Yeah.
Always the other side of if you should say it is black, then I say, oh no, it is white.
Yeah.
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 And you say,
Oh
okay, it is
gosh.
white. And say,
I
oh
know
no.
that one too. Always.
Always. Yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
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 Yes, but where does that all come from?
Yeah. Getting attention, getting that they see me, that they feel me, or I don't know.
Yeah, it's an identity, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an identity. Yeah. Yeah. So let's see. What does that identity want? Can we assist? that identity?
Yeah, the Anthony is hollow.
It's hollow.
That's what I'm still more and more aware of. It is hollow. Yeah.
So
And this.
does it feel empty?
Oh yeah, completely
Does
empty.
it feel alone?
Very much alone. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
no wonder. I mean, you know, where else to go than going into a fight? Then at least you feel all the chemicals, huh?
Yeah, that's
Oh,
exactly.
fire,
Yeah,
fire.
the
Yeah.
underline and yeah.
I love how you describe it. So it comes from a sense of hollowness.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so that it gets a sense of itself, it produces some heat. You could say it like that. Huh?
Yes.
Produces some fire.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there you got it. Then it doesn't feel alone.
At that moment, not. No.
No. But then again, it sees that it never got met, actually, in the fight, because fight does, you know, it does that split thing.
Yeah.
And then when it comes, you know, when it goes off again, then it feels hollow again. So let's be with that hollowness for a moment.
Yeah.
If it's here. And
Yeah,
there again, I'm pretty
one moment
sure.
of glory is one moment of hallelujah, then it is gone again.
Yeah. So now you know at least what's underneath.
That's yeah.
Yeah. And then, you know, how can we invite that to be in our heart, that hollowness, without it having to change, without us trying to fix? Who knows why it had to choose this pathway? We might never find out, I'm not sure.
No.
No. But we're here for that. We're here for the hollowness. And it's easy to meet. I mean, I can feel right now, it's so easy to meet that. I don't feel any fight.
No. No.
No. Yeah, it's holding itself a bit. You can feel that. Yeah, but that's fine too. It shows. It shows. It's shy to breathe and all of it. So it's looking. So, oh, what really?
Yeah.
Yeah. But it likes this kind of attention very much.
Yeah. It is. Now it is swimming in the ocean and I don't see any hooks.
No, me neither. And the ocean is warm.
Yeah.
It's not like the North Sea.
No.
It's warm, just the right temperature.
Like in Greece. Yeah. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, all people.
Monica. I did see the other hands. We'll get to you guys too.
Moin, moin, Meike.
Moin, moin, Monika.
The synchronisation.
Hast du mich da hast du mich aber gekriegt. It's pulling. It's pulling.
Oh, yes. Very strong pull.
Very strong. And you are staying, Monica. You're staying. Wow. You're staying. Mm. 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 It's pulling. We see. Mm. So no right, no wrong. I know you know it all, but somehow there's something that doesn't really know. So I'm speaking to that, just to myself anyway. Mm. Mm. It's so nice that it's showing. Yeah. That it feels, yeah.
It was so nice inquiring with Bettina and with Dirk.
Yes.
And you said one sentence to Bettina, and that is emotional trigger for me. And I want to look at this. And this emotional trigger is all is well.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
the
little one says
doesn't.
Nothing is well, nothing.
Yeah. 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 So that little one.
Yeah.
Yeah. How far away is she? Is a she, huh? Yeah. Yeah, you know, sometimes, but it feels like a she to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
How far away is she?
She's here, she's looking around the corner.
Cool. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. Yeah. So obviously she never had an anchor anywhere, you know. Yeah. So she didn't get that experience of all as well. Oh, it's funny. I mean, you know, I would say I haven't had much of it either, but I did have that with my grandmother. Yeah. So it was that kind of on her lap, rocking and that stroking over my back and just, alles ist gut. Alles ist gut. Come here. All is well. It's that. Yeah, she didn't get that, but my grandmother gives that to her right here. Yeah. 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 Where she can lean in. You know, she can put her head on my grandmother's chest. She can hear her heartbeat, and she gets rocked and held. Oh, and she can run off again. Grandma is not moving. And you're still here. You're still here, Monica. Yeah. Can you see where she's gone?
I don't
That's
know
okay.
exactly.
Yeah,
Just
she disappeared.
going out.
Yeah, she disappeared. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's fine. We're just letting her know,
Mhm.
because I know she has big ears. She's there anywhere. Just letting her know it's okay. We are not moving. We are not leaving. We're here. We're here. Whenever she wants to come, we're here. If she doesn't ever, it's fine too. Yeah, there, she likes it.
Yeah. She likes it.
Mm.
So can go away if she wants.
Yeah, yeah, yes. That's exactly, that's all she, if she has a longing, that's all she ever wanted. I mean, isn't it? It's like for all of us. It's like the terror of having had an experience of nobody there. Yeah. And that nobody there, because it's so paradox in our language in a way, but it actually only means that there's a sense, a felt sense of separation. Like I'm all alone. So it doesn't have that sense of, anymore. That, always in deep connection, always. Yeah. And it's strong, the pull, and you are so beautiful, Monica. You're so beautiful. Yeah, and again, letting her know alles ist gut. The only terrible thing that actually can happen to her or anyone is that we feel on our own, that we can't feel any connection at all. Yeah, that's terror, huh? It's terror. Otherwise, even the coronavirus, so what? All the same material in a way. Is there a little bit of a sense, a felt sense of connection right now, Monica?
Yes, there is a little bit. A little bit
Yes.
can be here.
Yeah.
And connection. Yeah.
so happy to hear that.
Mhm.
I can feel it also, but it's really nice that you can say it.
Mhm.
Comes a bit of color into your face. Yeah. Aliveness. Now there's such a sweet aliveness. Oh, and then it pulls again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It does that at the same time. And again, it needs to be honored.
Mhm.
Yeah. So let's do that together, all of us. You know? Each little detail that had to dissociate or had to go away because it was unbearable somewhere. It just could not, it couldn't be here for whatever reason. Let's honor it. It found a way. What a journey we're on, huh? Oh, Mamma Mia, what a journey this life is. Ay, ay, ay.
Mhm.
And it's
So
getting
much
wilder
going
and
on.
wilder. Wilder and wilder. Wow. Mm. Mm. Ah. Yeah. It's okay like this?
Yes, yes.
Mm.
Thank you very much, Mike.
Oh.
Thank you very much, all.
Mm. Mm.
This time it was really nice one.
Oh, I'm very happy to hear.
Thank you, thank you.
Mm. Mwah. Golly gosh, now it's difficult. Ay, ay, ay. Now I have to decide. Oh. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, I'm starting in the left corner. Judith.
Oh, that's so great. Thank you.
I'm going from here to
Yeah.
there.
Oh, I resonated so much with the little one in Monica. Martin and I came in, it quickly fires at the moment. And the sense of separation seems to be so devastating for my sister. And there I feel this is the
every
little
system.
one. Oh.
Just have to say that again. Every system, every little detail that comes into that felt sense of being alone. It's terror. It's terror. Dirk described it so beautiful as hollowness. I can't remember, Bettina, how she described it in our whole conversation.
Yeah,
Monica in the conversation. Yeah.
And here it's as well. And
I can
there
as well, yeah.
Yeah, and
yeah.
So then I wake up and there is such a tension in the system and such a dark feeling and the sense of separation. Whoa, it takes such a long time to come back to here again. Huh? And in this time, you know, polarization outside, polarization within and between us happens very quickly. And whoa. So yeah, here's the little one.
Oh, sweetest, sweetest little one.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on here.
Yeah.
Come on here. Yeah, if she wants to. It's also a she. I see a she.
Yeah, it is definitely a she.
Yeah. So I'm seeing a baby. Just stroking its back and holding it, letting it know we're here.
It feels like as if there was already terror in the baby.
And who knows, maybe, you know, when she was growing in her mother's womb, maybe the connection wasn't, who knows what the mother had to go through. You know, there's so many circumstances in a way that can lead to this. And now we're showing up. And there are many, you know, the whole universe seems to be full.
Yes, but it's actually so grateful. The moment that it shows herself is actually, wow, it's like, wow.
Yes.
Wow, she's coming out and showing herself. You know?
Yes.
Yeah.
And she's inviting us to hold her now.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, yes.
Yeah. Yeah. That she can allow somehow. That is already a miracle.
Yes, it is. Yeah. Oh, he was kissing her whole face. That gentle, gentle rocking. I feel my body is doing that. Just tiny, tiny rocking. And it brings that felt sense in again. Yes. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. What a miracle. Hi. Yeah, there she is. It's filling, huh? You feel that?
Yeah, and it needs to go so slow, I feel.
So
With
slow.
so much patience. Wow.
It has its own timing.
Wow.
Yeah.
And to trust that intelligence. Whoa. It can't go fast.
No.
She can't go fast.
No. No. And she shows us that too.
Yeah.
She shows everything.
Wow. That's actually amazing, because it means she trusts. She trusts this moment. Isn't
She's
that
in
beautiful?
connection.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's so beautiful.
Yes. She's actually in the timeless.
Yeah.
So she doesn't know what fast or slow is.
No, it's true.
Wow.
Yeah, she's so timeless. Wow. There's a little bit more rising up of the spine. It's getting a bit more straight. And there's a curiosity in me, like, does she dare to come in my heart? Can she come here? Like, can this be filled as well?
She is already there,
now,
Judith.
now I feel. When I speak it, I also feel. It's amazing. Yeah.
Yes. It is absolutely amazing how it goes together.
Yeah, it goes together.
Yes.
Wow. And this the felt sense is very tender, very soft and tender. Yeah.
So fine.
Very fine, yeah. Very fine. Now there's a smile on the face. Feels like it's get integrated in the whole system.
Yeah. Feels like something came home in us.
Wow. And when I speak it, I feel immediately I'm here. It's here again. It's here. And then, wow, stimming, wow, 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 in awe.
In awe,
In
yes.
awe. Ah. Oh. Wow.
Oh, showers of gratitude.
Oh man. Whoa, what a grace. What a grace. What a grace. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you all.
Thank you so much.
Holding me here. Oh.
Yeah. And again, you know, It seems so personal, but I tell you, it's always for the whole. Yeah. It's like an aspect of us just came home again, and it makes us bigger. So thank you.
Oh, I can only feel so much gratefulness. Yeah, just so grateful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, existence, even. Bye-bye.
Marina, go from the left to the right. Sylvie, you're next. But now it's Marina.
Hello.
Hello, dear.
What a yeah, feels like a privilege to be here.
Yeah.
Yeah. All of the vulnerability.
Yeah. Oh, so nice to see you, Marina.
Always nice. A lot of may have to move out of this place either temporarily or permanently.
Oh.
There's a bit of anxiety in the system around that. And then today I had a bit of a car prang, not my fault, and I'm okay. And it's insured, but it was a bit of a shock. So it's like I feel like life is, I don't know.
Yeah, life is wild. Unpredictable. It does what it wants to, only all the time.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's just hang out together a bit in this beautiful field. I mean, gosh, it's precious, huh? It's precious.
I felt the sort of, I guess the word could be depression, but it's like I'm not fighting against the fatigue so much, the tiredness. I'm just giving into it, and then you just get worse.
Having a bit difficulties. Yeah, you're breaking up sometimes, so I'm not sure if it's the net, but I did understand everything. It's just
okay.
You got up.
I got up just.
Yeah.
It's been in and out, so. Is it okay?
Yeah. Oops. Yeah.
Again? Yeah.
Yeah, it was just something with the sound. No, but I can hear you.
Okay.
Cool.
You can't see me.
Yes, I see you. I hear you. Oh. Yep.
My internet's been going in and out just today.
Yeah, it's good. It just wanted you to move from one place to the other, I guess.
Dear. Yeah, so what I notice in allowing it more is the resisting, not wanting that feeling. Yeah.
Yeah. And again, you know, we started with that in the beginning, that which is noticing. Let's just be with that for a bit. Yeah. There's, whatever that is, something that's noticing all of it. That's huge. There are some people that don't have that. So there's always that, you just going with that movement, you know, believing fully in every movement. No noticing, and you have the noticing. And you can share with us. It's huge. Yeah, and then we can feel, you know, it's pulling to but, and like in all of us, every conversation, every system, every human being knows that. It's like, wow, it pulls, it pulls. And we see that too. It's like, oh, we see, I see, I see. Yeah, it's okay, it's okay. Right here, right now, we're together. In each other's arms, in a certain way, where we belong. Yeah. That's where we all belong, huh? In each other's arms. Isn't it? In each other's hearts. Every tiny anxiety, every freak out, hollowness, everything. Let's stroke its back and its face, hold its head.
I'm feeling my
Oh, now you just froze.
generation.
Okay, the generational, yeah.
Yeah.
You just
I've been
froze.
feeling them a lot.
Yeah. So them too.
Yeah.
Let's just be in each other's arms, in each other's hearts. All our ancestors. I mean, you know, whatever each one had to go through.
I'm feeling their support
Mm-hmm.
when I tune in. You know, there's a lot of support.
Yeah. Oh, it's so wonderful. That's again that when whatever that is, when it comes into the felt sense connection, huh? Then it feels supportive. Yeah. Immediately, it's supporting. There's no wrong and right for any so-called mistakes anyone has done. No, no. It's just that flow of togetherness.
Feel their gratitude.
Yeah. That's also a symptom of connection. Oh, and then it starts all flowing and through these bodies, huh? Can you feel that? Warm and full. It's like that big smile. It's like every cell has that big smile. Like a 6-month-old baby, you know, when they are poor, their thighs and it's just full and big.
Yeah.
Mm. Mm. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Sylvie.
Hi, Meike.
Hello.
I just wanted to sit with you. Yesterday, I received the date for the lawsuit, and it will be 11 days. So a lot of work to do still. I can see, if I can feel there's some stress now on my breathing. And what it's related to, what I'm hearing is I don't want to be alone anymore. So I just wanted to rest with the stress a little, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I love that that comes to visit. I don't want to be alone anymore. Me neither. Let's welcome that one, huh? Yeah. And that's also, I see a young child. You see that too?
Yeah, and I see, I receive images, and I also feel that it's fighting because it doesn't want to be alone. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
quivering, yeah.
yeah. So we're just letting it know we're here.
Yeah.
And it can just, you know, it can come, it can go away, it can kick us.
Yeah,
Okay, you know, let's.
Yeah, it's kicking. Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay. We're just taking care that it doesn't hurt itself and doesn't hurt us too much.
Yeah, you're safe.
We're just we're just taking care about that.
Yeah.
Other than that, it needs to do it. That's okay. What's underneath that fighting? Because that's showing now.
Loneliness and sadness. Yeah.
Sadness, yeah, I can feel that. So now the child is showing us the sadness.
can also see the blaming. It wants to blame someone else or life or whatever.
It's okay. Let it blame. It's a child.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're just stroking its back if it likes that. It's okay. Remember when you were children, they would go, oh, that one did this and this, and yes, come here.
Oh,
And you just there, you stroke their back and hold them, letting them know all is well. It's that age, huh? That's how it looks. Yeah. Oh, I just felt a relief in my system. It always shows as a gratitude, so I don't know if you felt that too.
to me, first there was also the anger about it, but now at the heart area, there's more openness from it.
Yeah. Yeah, here too. Also, I just like to let that child know it's all okay. The anger is okay. The sadness is okay. The blaming is okay. It's all right. It's natural, actually. That's how we are wired. And we are just the space for that right now. And it moves quick. It went through all those emotional states. I feel some discharge in my arms.
I also receiving an image that I am, I think, on my mother's lap with my face in her chest, and I don't want to go. Oh, it touches me also. It doesn't want to go in the world or something. It's like
yeah, just stay there. Just stay there. Just stay there. Yeah. Don't need to go out into the world. Not right now. Giving her all the time, giving Sylvie all the time to stay there with her face in her mama's chest.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she's holding you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Just stay there for as long as you like. Oh, now it's something different again.
And there comes more peace. And I cannot feel it, but I always see everything in images.
Yes.
I see that there's more grounding also. Yeah.
Yeah. Wonderful. You see how simple, huh? She just needed to stay there for as long as she needed. Yeah.
Now I'm really beautiful. I feel now I can stand and spread my arms or something.
Oh, Wow. Yeah, there you go. Oh, let's see if you want to go into the world or not. With that little girl, you know, that because you need her too. You need every aspect. You need them all. And then slowing down again.
Yeah, now she's looking into the world. Yes. Where am I actually? Like that. Yeah, what is here?
Yes. And how she's exploring, yeah.
Yeah.
Giving her the time for that too. And she knows where her mother is as her anchor. And now?
A little bit of shivering in the system, but it feels very open.
It's like a discharge.
Yeah.
Feels very soft and warm in here. And very peaceful.
I feel more connected now to the real world.
Mm-hmm. Whatever that is, Sylvie. And we have, you know, the whole next week where we can explore again, and if she needs more, you know, other aspects come to visit. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, really good that it's before my lawsuit.
Yes, it is. For all of us. For all of us.
Thank you, Meike.
Thanks, Sylvie. Leilani. Oh, and Elsa, we'll see if we squeezed you in too. Oh, I just made a mistake here. 1 second. Oh, okay.
Hi, Meike.
Hi, Leilani.
There's a lot of tensionness in the whole body, and it's like there's something holding on for dear life.
Oh,
yeah. Oh.
Gosh, yeah. Whoa, right at the core, huh?
Oh, yeah, it's something big.
Yeah.
And deep, and it's been here a long time. Whew.
Yeah.
All week I've just sat on it and sat on it and sat on it. And even tonight in the meeting, I wanted to sit on it. And then I couldn't sit on it anymore. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's just honor the wanting to sit on it and that it does it. Yeah. We don't know why. I mean, that's the truth, isn't it? We don't know much, actually, don't we?
It just moves the way it moves.
It moves, it holds tight, and then all of a sudden it's letting go, and then something else. It's like
constant change. Yeah.
Constant change. Yeah.
Mm.
And then just for a moment, nothing to change, nowhere to go. Just you and me and our beautiful friends. Yeah, nothing to do. Ah, there was a little bit of wiggling. Yeah. Mm.
Mm. The habit is to just hold it tight, and it's sort of new to move with it, with this feeling. Mm. It's not so easy to move with it. Mm.
Yeah. And you see, Nailani, you see it all.
Mm.
If possible, stay with the seeing. It will swing, you know, it will swing. But it will always come back to, oh, I see. Thank you for letting me see. Thanks for showing. It gives me always a breath. There's not much in our hands, huh? If anything.
Yeah. Sometimes we think we're in control, but we're not. Mm.
Most of the time we think we're in control.
We like to try, don't we?
We like to. That's just how the mind works. It likes to really believe that it is in control. Yeah, and it's not. It's good to have a laugh about it.
It's a relief, though, that we're not. Yeah, in some way.
Oh, it's a huge relief.
Mm. I don't have to
Oh,
do
that
it.
struggle.
Anything.
Yeah, yes. Can't. And the kindness that comes in with the seeing of that there's no control. Isn't that amazing? That kindness? It's like, oh, you're off the hook. You're off the hook. We were talking about these hooks for all the fishermen on the ocean. You're off the hook. They try and throw and catch you, but yeah, take a breath. You can rest now. You don't need to do anything anymore. No, and then again, I just see how the kindness comes in towards itself. Wow, all the struggles.
Nurturing.
Yes, exactly. That's the movement.
Yeah.
Yeah, all is well. Yeah. It might never let go. It might. We don't know. Yeah, but we rock it and hold it anyway.
There's a yearning to be held.
Gosh, you know, if we ever meet in person again, then we hold each other a bit, yeah?
Yes, please.
I'm sure there will be others too.
Yeah, there's a shifting from isolating so much, from doing it all alone and being alone. Yeah.
I mean, there's also a gift in it in a certain way, because, you know, in the end, we are on our own. We can support each other, we can hold hands in everything, but in the end, we have to walk everything by ourselves. Huh? And then again, what the terror that can happen is that we get a felt sense of disconnection. But other than that, even being on our own is okay. If
It is okay. Yeah.
If there's a
Before,
sense of awe.
Yeah. Since starting these meetings, I mean, prior to that, it used to be excruciating for me.
Yeah.
You know, to be in that aloneness, but it's not anymore. It's really not. Yeah, that has shifted enormously.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thanks for sharing that with us. It's huge.
Yeah, huge. Yeah.
I would like to give Elsa just 5 minutes. Is that okay, Lailani?
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks.
Thank you.
Hey, Elsa.
Thank you. Oh. This is so rich just being here. Like, I didn't actually need to put my hand up, and somehow it was like, oh, I'd love to connect with you. Direct. Yeah.
It's so wonderful how the systems know each other, huh? How quick. How quick they touch. How quickly they fall into each other.
When I first saw you this evening, something just went, oh, hello, sister.
Oh. Yes, hello, my sister. Meine liebe Schwester.
Yes. And there's nothing really that needs to be said, but there's a little nervousness also that just wants to be acknowledged. It wants to be spoken. around, just sitting here and being. That changed already.
Yeah, just the acknowledgement, yeah.
Something else is pulling right now. It's a sense of being an intruder and having taken something away from Lailani and just the last few months.
Thanks for acknowledging that.
Yeah, thank you, Laila.
All these sweet little identities, huh? They're just hanging around there.
Yeah, it's such an old one, that one. Oh my God. I see my family even if I say the words.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, so much love.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Love it. I'm looking forward to, I will see most of you next week in our little 5-day retreat. Yes, I'm looking forward. And the other beautiful beings, I see you when you see me. Love and peace. Ciao.